Hi, I'm starting this early because I have a life, and I need to get back to it. So, Yobos, this is we to play the Brinton Brushworks of YouTube. I'm pretty sure I afforded something, or maybe I didn't do anything. I guess I was just thinking about it. Welcome to Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I'm not gonna wait on that. I refuse. I refuse that reality right now. Except I am going to play only DK Artist, and I'm going to try to make Blitz. My Shiny Tepig over there. I don't know if I was actually trying to do the meme or not. So here we go. I did make some things earlier, but I don't think I ever really saved anything, so I guess I have to go through this silly little tutorial again. Also, I don't know why I have it set up like this. To be fair, one of these is going to need this on it. So give me a sec. I'm very professional at everything I do all the time. Okay, here we go. I don't think I had Diddy Kong at one point. Okay, I guess I earned some new models. Spoilers. I think I kind of want DK's head. You know what? Apple works. Apple works perfectly. So I'm gonna mess around with this while simultaneously talking about and complaining about Nintendo Switch 2 games and Nintendo as a whole. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Let's see, smoothing, carve, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So I, along with everyone else, ended up watching the Nintendo Nintendo Direct. Oh, by the way, I forgot to put back the chat room. So, give me a sec. That shouldn't take too long. Yeah, there's my one stupid message. Let's see if my message is the only thing that ever shows up the rest of the stream. So what I'm going to do is, aside from messing around with this silly thing, I am also... What the heck? How do I do that? I'm also going to talk about my overall thoughts on just everything. Every single thing. I'm not saying that I hate the Direct, because I got evidence that I was in fact enjoying it. But there came a point where the longer it talked about paid DLC, the more I started to get a little more concerned in general. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back is when the Nintendo Switch Virtual Boy, which is now a thing that Nintendo is going to try to do. We'll see how well that blows up in their face. I just basically got upset when I found out that you are required to have one of their two silly peripherals just to play it. And I'm like, no, that's not okay. That's not gonna fly at all for me. So, we'll see what comes out of that, but, I'm probably not going to do that. Sorry, not sorry, Nintendo. There's a point where I just say enough is enough. So that's one thing that I can certainly mention, and just did. I don't think I'm good at this. No, don't add. There we go, that's a little better. See how well this all looks by the end of it all. But there were some things that I liked and things that I obviously did not like about the Nintendo Direct today. Now, I could definitely, get excited about the things that definitely caught my attention, including the Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC, which already leads to one of my complaints. Why is Mario Kart World not getting any DLC? What is up with that? That's a really tiny ear. Need to build on that somehow. I'm just not sure I can actually add any more. So I guess what I need to do is deplete more. Like, we all agree that Mario Kart World needs something. And I already mentioned what that something to me is. Enhance, improve the open world driving section. It doesn't need that much, it just needs a way for us to know what missions we've done or not done in the game, what P-switches we're still having to try to find. If you can do it for Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom, then I'm pretty sure you can do it for Mario Kart World. Just being blatantly blunt here. This looks worse than I had hoped it would ever look, and trust me, I never wanted it to look bad to begin with. Maybe I'm just not good at this. Let's try to make like a smaller shape. It would be good if I could remake the apple or excuse me, get another apple if this doesn't work. We'll just see what happens. I might not even commit to this bit at all. That's also a possibility. I might just stop. This is gonna look so rough. Let's change it up and talk about some good things about the Direct. I haven't mentioned the main thing that bugs me the most, and I feel like at any point I could just mention that. First off, I am not really that big of a fan of Metroid, but Metroid Prime 4, whatever that one's called, it's not Echoes. I already forgot what it's called. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I don't think I should be streaming anymore. I'm not gonna remember the name of these things. But the Metroid Prime 4 game. Like, we know what Metroid Prime looks like by now, right? First person shooter. That's Nintendo and not Splatoon. With the Metroid coat of paint. Being able to scan different items, enemies. And having all of the staples of Metroid that make it, you know, Metroid. This is getting worse. This is getting way worse. Well, I did not expect, regular Prime Metroid Prime, sorry, to have an open world section where you ride a bicycle. That's the first one out of everything that I just want to kind of geek out about, because wow, that is not something anyone was expecting. Anyone. So, I'm very much happy. Yeah, it doesn't go up any higher. So, how do I undo? There we go. If we're gonna make the ears accurate, then I need to cut out a lot of this. By the way, this music is just gonna keep playing over and over again until someone, i.e. one of you, tells me a different track to play, but it has to come from a Donkey Kong game. That is the one rule, is that it must be from a real Donkey Kong game. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep listening to this over and over again. And I will not apologize for any of it. Oh my gosh, look at that, that's way better. It's like exactly what I was trying to do. Okay, so now we need to smooth this out. Okay, well, I think we're gonna need to do a little bit more than that. Zoom in. There we go. This one needs to. Oh, wrong button. Too accurate sometimes. Zoom out a little bit so we can get a bigger reticle so I can get more done. I'm not trying to make it look exactly perfect. Eventually it would be good if I could, but I'm willing to not strive for perfection right now. Trying to get a basic, well, that looked nice, a basic idea of what I'm trying to do. That's a little fat there. Okay, so, what was I saying? Probably already talked enough about Metroid. I am optimistic for Mario Tennis Fever. That's what it was called. Mario Tennis Fever. It's not a game that I would usually ever play. There are very few times where I play a Mario sports game. And this would be no different. However, when I do play any type of Mario sports games, it is for the gimmick alone. I don't care how accurate it looks. I just want funny things to be funny. I want there to be interesting concepts that happen. There we go. This needs some work. Right now, I'll just work on trying to make it round again. So I basically kind of got the ears the way I want them to be. There's definitely some improvements I could make. I'm a self-taught artist, so I probably don't know most of anything that I'm supposed to be trying to do right now. Oh, not quite. Okay, go back. But I am cautiously optimistic for the tennis game. Do I think it's a great idea to turn everyone except Donkey Kong, who was a baby at one point, in Yoshi's Island 2, to turn everyone into babies? Probably not. I don't like that trope, honestly. It could work. We would just have to see. But it's basically an excuse for Nintendo to say, oops, you don't know. You have to relearn everything all over again. You don't know how to do top spins, whatever that is. You barely even know how to jump and hit the ball. So it's Nintendo's excuse to make you learn how to play the game. Which, while I don't personally have a problem with it, I know other people would. So this isn't just about my thoughts. This can also be about how I'm perceiving everyone else's ideas as well, and just kind of building on them. I feel like I'm gonna talk less and less about the Direct the longer this stream goes on for. So, let me just get my biggest nitpick out of the way, which just adds on to everything else. Everything Nintendo advertised, the good and the bad. I'm kind of noticing one of my problems with the ears in general. So, you know what? Let's start all over again with the ears, because they need to extend from the middle of the head. But everything that was showcased in the Nintendo Direct, whether or not you like it, if you loathe it, or you think, why would Nintendo do this? It all cost money. Every single bit of it. And it is money that most of us don't have. Look, I'm kind of joking around when I say this, but, why would I try to afford Kirby Star-Crossed Worlds when I have to afford gas for a car? Now, part of the joke is I don't own a car, but still, everything costs money. And when you make it cost even more money, people are not going to like that. We live in an unfortunate timeline where some of us are lucky enough to even be able to stay in our apartments. And I'm not just talking about myself, I'm hinting towards someone else. But we don't have the money to afford talking flower figurines or $30 amiibos plus the other $40 for the ones that come detached from each other. Like, you know, the Kirby Air Ride stuff. I'm gonna say this right now. Everything I love about Kirby Air Riders, the one thing I'm not gonna enjoy listening to is how freaking much the amiibos are. No thank you. I really don't want to do that. That's a little better. I like to have one of the ears tilted. Diagonally. How's that look? Better. It's looking better. So, everything is going to cost just too much. Too much for any of us. And I just, in this time and age where we're all having money problems. Plus we have, I don't even remember what it's called, but I don't want to remember what it's called. Tariffs. Freaking tariffs. Yes, we're gonna get a little political. I am so against this. So against it. It doesn't help anyone. Anyone at all. But it's still happening, and it is going to affect the entire world. Including things that, I don't know, the US doesn't make themselves, so they have to get it imported from another country? Yeah, it affects us too. You want that nice little car for the 2026 line? Get ready to shell out double the amount that it usually would cost. And again, I might be exaggerating a bit, but just a little bit. Not even that much, just a little bit. Prices are going to be outrageous with everything, including the Switch 2 itself. The unit, the thing you need to play the games that are already overpriced. Yeah, some of us can't afford it. Luckily, I was able to. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna be able to get one just because of supply and demand. Luckily, that wasn't a problem. It's just everything after it that was. Like, I love Nintendo. Probably a little more than I should. But things aren't getting better. Things are just not getting better. Just because I have a Switch 2 and can afford this stuff sometimes, it doesn't mean that what Nintendo is trying to get me to shell out is fair. Okay, the ears look a little too punchy now. What I want to do is kind of start out with a 2D carving, and then start to incorporate the 3D over time. That did not help. So, in a world where people can barely afford the Nintendo unit that Nintendo is selling, why in what is left of this? I don't even know what joke to go with. Why would you make all your games, all your accessories expensive, and then also make the Virtual Boy a thing again, which I guarantee almost no one else was excited to hear? Why would you make the Virtual Boy require a peripheral that, if you want something authentic, just to get it to work with Virtual Boy, cost $100? The Nintendo Labo version, aka cardboard, cost about $25. So, yay, I guess I can afford that. But, like, seriously. No one was asking for Nintendo Labo. And the worst part for me is I got excited over nothing. The moment where What is happening? Okay, I guess this is as far as I can move it. The moment, I lost faith was sometime after I said I cannot wait to play Royal Land VR. Literally the only reason you would ever try to get a Virtual Boy, ever. To find out that I couldn't even play the Virtual Boy, what is happening with this ear? Without the peripheral that makes it, well, you know, the Virtual Boy. The other thing I was thinking about is, well, if I have to keep it outside of the thing that I'm using right now, this ear's way too long. Oh my gosh. You're keeping me from actually playing your new thing that I'm still paying money for, Nintendo. I have to pay even more money to play the Virtual Boy, which nobody wants to do anyways. Look, I don't want to be too blatant about this, but if I play Royal Land VR, I don't think it's gonna be with a Nintendo thing. But we'll just have to see what happens, honestly. I don't even purchase the controllers for like the N64 and GameCube for authenticity. I don't even do that. I probably should in some cases, but I sometimes don't even have enough money to afford some of these video games. Which is crazy to say, but it's also crazy that I can afford anything without working. You can thank the government for that one. Told you, will we get political? Everything looks so jagged. I hate it. I'm just doing the best I can with the little paycheck that I have. Which, obviously, when I say paycheck, I mean money that luckily the government is lending to me so I can survive. Which, thanks to all the things that Planet Shy Guy finds out, might not be as stable as it once was when Obama was running for president. It sounds like things are changing or have already changed. And for little people like me who don't own a house or a mansion, it is very so not good for us. That's not what I wanted to do. Made the noise the dog from Mario Paint makes. Why is it... Are you kidding me? Why is it the ears that is bugging me right now? Like, yes, I should be focusing on trying to make sure the ears of a Tepig are accurate. Oh my gosh. Alright, get rid of that. Zoom in, I guess. Nope, zoom in. So I'm trying to fill this crevice here that's in the way. Jeez, this looks bad. Again, I don't want to just complain about Nintendo. the first thing I think about is just the pricing of everything. You know those Kirby Air Rider amiibos are going to be very costly, and they're going to make a lot of them. If there are multiple air ride machines, then there are multiple characters that can fit on said air ride machines. We're going to see the Wagon Star. We're going to see, I already forgot what they're called. Rocket Star, Jet Star, Wheelie! I'm pretty sure eventually we're gonna see a Wheelie as an amiibo. All of it costs money. Like, it's cute that they make that stuff. And yeah, they need to be able to make a profit. But the cost of everything, including the Switch 2 itself, where some people have to pay more than $450 just for the unit. Look, if people can't afford the unit itself and you're upselling everything that goes with it, peripherals, games that require peripheral, I don't think you're gonna meet your margin. I don't think you're gonna meet your sales numbers, Nintendo. The math don't math. And I'm not good at math, but I can already tell things aren't going to go well right now. Look at this bulbous head compared to the ears. And I can't make this ear any bigger. So... It's not bad when I look at it this way. It's really not that bad. So... do I start painting? I mean, if I could smooth some of this out, that would be good. It's probably going to be way easier than everything else I've done to this point. Again, I could work on this a little bit later throughout times when I've got nothing better to do. Try to make it look nicer, more like a Tepig head. I only have so much time, because I don't know if you caught wind of this, but I probably am going to spend $20 on Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. I haven't bought it yet, but I still want to. And that's $20 that is gonna come out of my bank account that I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm going to I can't talk right now. I just can't. I'm trying, but I can't. I need to make that money back somehow. And I'll just say this much. If I can't sell freaking Pokemon cards online, then I gotta sell freaking Pokemon cards in my hometown. And luckily, there is one reliable buyer. So, aside from me messing around with video games, I need to look at my literally hundreds of cards, so I can find the cards that someone else is looking for. Also, sorry I did not open cards when I said I would. Things, kinda backfired a little bit. So, there's only so much I could do about that. But I will open the cards eventually. I promise. Promise, eventually I'll open the cards. You don't even know what cards I'm talking about. I could be talking about the generic packs that never have rare cards in them. I could be talking about that, but I will say the only reason I keep bringing up these cards is I got something very special that I would be lucky if I ever find ever again, including in my local Walmart. So it will be something. Yeah, that's it. There will be something. If I'm making it worse. Probably. But I'm kind of trying to make it... That looks a little chunky. Chunky Kong. I wonder if Chunky Kong's in the game. I'm trying to make it so the ears are about the same width as each other without looking too large, I guess. Honestly, pretty good. It's not a great circle at all. It's the most pathetic example of a circle that I can muster right now. I'm sure I could make it worse, but I won't. We still have to put a face to this cutie, now don't we? That part still looks... See, now my need to try to make something look somewhat accurate to what I'm trying to represent to be. That's starting to rear its ugly head. Like, it's not gonna look perfect. But how much am I gonna keep correcting things just to try to make it look perfect? What? Why is it like that? Whatever. Let's just start painting. That's the fun part. So we've got a lot to choose from. I bet you will have no idea what I'm going to use for yellow. But I do need to have a snout. Perfect. This is the exact color I want. Oh, wrong button. Okay, no, we're fine. I freaked out because I thought I was going to destroy the model. Okay. Right here. That's better. Although, I think it would make more sense for me to try to get the more important color colored in. So, zoom out and let's make this thing the best golden thing that I could find. Again, eventually I will probably try to smooth it out, make the ears more accurate, etc., but we've worked on the base long enough. So I could keep talking about what I like, dislike about the Nintendo Direct, but even though I wasn't completely saying everything, okay. Well, let's talk about Pokemon. Because, yay Blitz, of course we're gonna talk about Pokemon. The gall of Game Freak to say, oh, we got paid DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA. Here There's 2 of the megas that you'll see in it. And yeah, it's paid DLC, fork over $20. Like, we haven't even played the base game yet. And I'm not saying that I'm probably not gonna get the DLC. More than likely I will. But we don't know what the DLCs are even gonna have. Like, why would you advertise it this soon? Because I don't think it helped with making people hyped about it. Sorry, not sorry, but that's the way I think, and a lot of people seem to think about this. What do you mean? Fine. I'll just use my gold paint to try to fix that. This is gonna be the most golden looking Tepig ever. And I am here for it. First time I've really put work into DK Artist. And once I get the hang of it, yeah. I seem to be doing a pretty good job. But again, I could always improve. Let's try that again. That was a little too jagged. It's still too jagged. Is that too big? Glints of a reference. I can barely see him over there. I think the nostrils are too big. So, let's pull back on that a little bit. I like Pokemon. You all know I like Pokemon. But I was flabbergasted when they were announcing DLC for a game that's not even out yet. I'm flabbergasted that there's DLC for this game. And that Mario Kart World got nothing. Not a darn thing. Are you kidding me? Mario Kart World's the thing people are complaining about the most. You know, if it's not freaking Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which I still want to defend. I haven't went back to playing the game because, spoilers, I was playing the game at one point. But all the negative publicity just made me just want to stop. It honestly did, and it really sucks. But I still want to support the game because I think there's a lot that you can learn from. Oops, not quite. From this game. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit because I'm covering way too much of the area. Let's see, was it this button? Okay, getting a little better at this. That's too big. Trying to round it out. That's better. So, I'm going to be blunt about this. I mentioned, Kirby Star-Crossed Worlds as an example. And for good reason. Because I don't plan to actually purchase it. That's not great for Nintendo. How's this look? Is that the best we got? I'm not sure which one looks better. None of them, probably. Ooh, that's pretty. It's not my favorite color, but I suppose I'm gonna have to go with it. So, the thing is that I have made a vow with Switch 2. If it's a game I don't absolutely feel like I'm going to fall in love with it, I'm not gonna purchase it. It doesn't matter if it's $20 DLC or the whole $70. I'm not gonna buy it. And I advise you guys do the same. I really do like the stuff Nintendo comes up with, game-wise sometimes. But it is getting way too pricey for me to be able to afford a lot of it. And we're just in the first year of the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm going to be, once again, blunt about all this. But even if I do want to play Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, I will not buy my own copy. No. If Cullen Bose is going to buy that game anyways, I will just piggyback off of him. Why? Because it's inexpensive. It's not a great practice for me to be doing something like that. But in this economy, it sometimes feels like it's my only thing that I can do. I want to focus on the games that I legit love. And Kirby's Air Ride outclasses Metroid Prime 4 for me. Sorry, not sorry. That's just how I feel. I just kind of want to look to see. Give me a sec. Also, Tepig doesn't have really that red on his snout. Okay, so that just loops around there. Which is, accurate, it seems. I picked up my real mouse thinking that would actually work. I'm still gonna play Nintendo games, but affording my own? Nope. I'm gonna pick and choose which ones I feel are worth the money or that I have a soft spot for. Metroid and Hyrule Warriors, not one of them. That's kind of what I ended up doing with Star-Crossed Worlds. I still wanted to see what happened in the base game. So I made a deal with Galaxy Wiz to be a part of his Let's Play by using game chat to view not a great frame rate of the game. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Sorry, I mean, the lava did look good, but at the same time, that wasn't accurate. That looks more accurate for sure. Oh, there's still lava? Well, let me cut that out. So there's gonna be some games where it's like, I would like to experience it, but some of those games I'm just not gonna pay money for. At this point, I'm just being honest when I say this. Super Mario Brothers Wonder falls under that category. I'm not going to pay for the DLC. I will play the DLC with my brothers, at least when it comes to the multiplayer components. But unless Nintendo gives me a little bit more incentive than chase down, the Koopalings, or whatever they were called, sorry. I probably already forgot. I really don't feel like it's worth my money for that paid DLC. There's just so much paid DLC, way too much paid DLC. And I'm not gonna be able to afford all of it, nor do I want to. I probably will end up getting the Pokemon Legends ZA DLC. But at the same time, I want to see what else they add to that DLC to make it worth my money. You don't just get my money, or you can't get my money. Oh, that's a different color. It's not as brown as I want it to be, though. Is it this color? No, of course not. It's all the way down here, I'm sure. There we go. Trying to make this look too accurate again. We haven't even put the eyes on this poor thing. Ooh, nice. That was just the right amount of paint where I needed it to be. Can we do it one more time? Didn't like that one. Try it again. That's better. Go back to the nose and kind of... Okay, well, some of the brown's sticking out now. Oh, that's not good. Try that again. Ooh, that's better. I can actually tell that it's supposed to be a Shiny Tepig head. Look at that. Look at this beauty. Now he needs eyes. Otherwise, it might be cursed. I guess we could put the smile on him, but I'm very stingy about how wide I want the smile to be. Like, I know Tepig's mouth usually has this really wide smile, but for me... not quite, not quite. Nope. Zoom in a little bit more. There we go. That's better. That's not bad. A little too much black here. Maybe you can just fill that in. Nope, that didn't look good. Again, I can fix it later, as long as I make sure I save the model this time, then it will be fine. So this is the only reason you guys came to watch, is to make me, watch me make this lovely specimen here. I'm sure. That's just what I'm gonna tell myself. Now that I can kind of see the shiny texture, it's a little easier to tell where I want to fill in a little bit, where I want to smooth things. What if I would do this? I think that faded it. Yeah, I didn't like that. I just realized part of my problem. Oh gosh, okay. Alright. We got the colors. Let's get the right size now. That's getting worse. Zoom out. How's that look? Oh no. This is such a delicate thing. It's just one side of his face. Gosh dang it. It was getting too flat. A little better, kind of. It's still cursed. Okay, okay, maybe filling just a little bit. Oh gosh. It's not correct. It's not completely correct. Part of it's like the nose here. Actually, hold on. It keeps not smoothing out the way I wanted it to, but from this side, it looks pretty good. I procrastinated when I said that. I was a little hesitant. And all that work I did with the smile, it means nothing now. Like, you can kind of see what's left of it, but nose is too wide, by the way. That's better. Again, I can always work on it later. I feel like this is just gonna stress me out, I'll be honest. I feel like doing this is just gonna stress me out. I should play something calm like Power Wash Simulator. That'll do it. Oh, what happened? No. Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? Go out any further? Am I going to give this poor thing eyes? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me do something. Yeah, no, that looks fine, I think. Okay, let's smooth it out. And I will try to continue talking about, you know, something. Let's try to find some good points again. What have I not mentioned yet? I'm trying to recall everything that happened in the Direct. I mean, I'm certainly happy about the fan service for Donkey Kong Bonanza. But the question is, how much further is it going to go? What has Nintendo not shown us? I'm still gonna enjoy myself. And I'm still gonna pay for it. Mostly through my wallet, I hope. But the way I see DLC in this modern day and age, I want to just kind of know if everything I'm paying that Nintendo wants me to know about is worth it. For me, it's a Pokemon game, so it's almost always worth it, sometimes. Let's get one thing clear. I have not paid for DLC for Pokemon Friends. I've not done that yet. Could I? Maybe. Will I? I don't know. There's probably a better possibility than me paying for the DLC for Pac-Man 99. Let's be blunt about that. Pac-Man 99 did not do well at all on my channel. And considering I barely have played much of the arcade game anyways, there was only so much I was gonna get out of that. The skins be darned. What happened? Oh, okay. Alright, let's... What was this? Oh, right, never mind. Let's get rid of the beta smile and put in a new fresh smile, because I'm done trying to mold this thing. Maybe. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not gonna do it again. That's not... I have a feeling this is not... Oh my gosh. I love moving 3D images around. So fun. Let's just go with that. Nope, wrong button. A little too close. I don't think that's right. Try it one more time. That's better. That's okay. No, never mind. It's too wide. It's too wide. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Maybe. Yeah, I like that one. I'm going to fill this in a little bit more. Oh my gosh, someone's in the chat room. Hello, Vintu! Welcome to the stream. I am making a Shiny Tepig. What are you doing? Or how are you doing? Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? If so, what were your thoughts on it? Hear that, or we can talk about more Disney. I'm open to anything at this point. Though I might be finishing up. I haven't told anyone this yet, but as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to, first off, pay for the DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza, because despite all the complaining I'm doing, I'm still a sheep, I guess. And then, I am going to play it on my Wii2Stream channel. Now, quick disclaimer, there will be spoilers. I have finished the entire base game, and I'm done way more than that. So, if you're going to watch, just know that there will be some things that, if you have not played as obsessively as I have, you might get spoiled by. Okay, let's do something with the eyes, finally. This is taking way too long. I want silver. There we go. adorable. We could flatten the eyes out a little bit, so then it actually doesn't look like there's a weird bulge where it shouldn't be. Sorry, I couldn't come up with a better thing. It's kind of stretching towards the ears. Just gonna widen this a little bit. Zoom out. Yeah, that looks good. I don't see any problems with this. I might be half joking. I really don't know. It's not perfect, but at the same time, it's not the worst. Like, you could tell what I'm trying to do. It's just, I don't know if I'm doing it well anymore. That's the problem. Like this side, for example. I don't think that white should be spreading all the way over there. So, we need to fill that in as best as we can. Yes, I love the direct. I'm so happy I finally got game chat. Nice! Congratulations! So what was your favorite... What am I painting with? No, wrong button. Get rid of the purple. What was your favorite announcement during the direct? Let me know. I'm just gonna continue doing this silly little thing we're doing. Again, I would like to kind of flatten out the eye a little bit. That's not flattening. Shield your eyes! Oh, here we go. This will be the future. Oh no! By the way, I think I definitely cut too much. That's... Well, it was better. Now I'm just gonna have this consistent problem. Let's try smoothing it out. That might fix the problem. There we go. Like I said, I really shouldn't micromanage every little thing. Oh, no. Oh, no. I just noticed the problem with my Tepig. Okay. Well, this side looks like he's angry, and this side, doesn't. So, yeah, I need to do something about that. For sure. I'm definitely looking forward to eventually paying for, not that part, and playing Donkey Kong Bonanza's DLC. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Super Mario Galaxy movie announcement, yeah, I will agree with that as well. It was so hilarious because, and I thought Nintendo had said this, we all thought that it was going to be called the Super Mario World movie. We all thought that. So for them to suddenly have the music from Super Mario World playing and then go directly to space and then show the galaxy theme, that was funny to me. That was just really hilarious, but I'm looking forward to it. I just hope we get enough Yoshis to warrant that decision, because we were all expecting Yoshi to be a big thing in the next Super Mario Bros. Movie, the sequel. So, hopefully, Nintendo... Hold that thought. hopefully Nintendo and Illumination have Yoshi content. Enough Yoshi content in the movie. They can have all the Lumas they want. They can have Zendaya play Rosalina, the voice Rosalina if they want, but I just want to make sure that we're also getting Yoshi in the movie. But I'll be happy with the movie no matter what. I really love the first movie. I was more dedicated to that than I ever was Minions. Ever. Oops. Close, but that's covering too much. Also, I want to have like a brown underneath the eyes, which I might do first. So like a light brown texture. This one might work. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, fine. I can always fix it again later. I feel like it's this eye that needs the most work. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Can we cover a little bit more of the top? Just a little bit. That's not weird at all. Changed my mind. What the heck? All I did was use black. Why did that get rid of some of my paint? Alright, I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna go forward with this. That's the character from your channel. Yes! Blitz! My Shiny Tepig! We're making a 3D model of him out of stone. On the Nintendo 3D. Excuse me, 3DS. Good job, Brinton. On the Switch 2. So, yes, he is from my channel. And I am very happy about that. That's too much. If we could do, like, maybe... No, that's too much. Okay, give me a second. I know how to do this. Oh, that's salt. Now I feel like I messed up. I guess we'll do it with the other eye. Well, first we gotta get the silver again. That's... Zoom in a little bit more. No? Cool. Alright, good enough. Now we'll add some salt for like an extra shine right here. Wow, that looks... I was gonna say better, but I think it's kind of worse. If that's just overlapping a little too much. But let's zoom out and see the creation. Yay! It splits. I see the vision, but it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. But you know what? It's good enough. It's good enough for right now. Now, how do I do this? Okay. And then I want to zoom in. No. There we go. Go back to X. Take a snapshot. There was a way to do things. Like that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Which one looks better? None of them? Oh no! Oh, it got worse. I mean, we do got the sparkles. It looks a little cursed. I tried my darndest. Wrong button. Okay, I might be done. I might actually be done. Yay, I saved it! Absolutely perfect. Okay, I'm going to look at some of my notes that I wrote down on X and just recall some quick little things that you may or may have not known about. Yeah, thanks, Universal. I feel the same way. Things you may or may not know about my feelings about the Nintendo Direct. I love the Yoshi game. Just the fact that we have the critters riding on Yoshi's back is great. It could have been a 3D Yoshi game. I think people would have been way more excited for that. But I like what I'm seeing so far for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I think that's what it was called. Can't give my 10 cents on Donkey Kong Bonanza fully with the DLC. What was it? DK Isle and whatever the green mining thing is. Because I haven't played it. The new Pokemon, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but basically I called it a Minecraft spin-off. It seems like the Pokemon company's throwing their hand into the cozy games. And I'm not completely against that, even though I'm not really a fan of Minecraft or, what was the other one? Stardew Valley, which, that might have been the best indie thing that, they had announced. Like, we all know about Hades 2, but the fact that the new update for Stardew Valley includes mouse controls, and you can play with up to 4 people, I think that might have been the better thing there. I had already talked about this, but the freaking Metroid Prime 4 with Samus on a bike in an open world section, crazy to me. We have the Kirby Air Rider amiibos, which are gonna cost more than an arm and a leg, that can be changed between different machines. I guess the best way to describe that is Starlink, which was an old Nintendo Wii U game. Talk about repurposing, we got Virtual Boy, but I won't go into that again. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, even though I already own Super Mario 3D All-Stars, we can play freaking Sunshine on the NSO as well as Super Mario 64, so I feel ripped off. Positives again. Warrior Land for the Virtual Boy, but I already talked about why I'm cross at the Virtual Boy. And I am looking forward to trying out the multiplayer stuff in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I feel like there should be more things that I mentioned or wanted to mention. Like, great, Pokemon Legends ZA is getting DLC, but I don't think it should have been announced at this point. We gotta get people to get used to the main game, to get them excited, to get other people to talk about the main game before you drop this $20 DLC down our throats like the rest of the Nintendo IPs are doing. I like Nintendo. I will continue to like Nintendo. But I'm not crazy about some of their practices. I'm just not. And with that said, I think I am done with this segment. Again, I will be playing more Donkey Kong Bonanza with the DLC on my W2Stream VOD channel. I will link it right now, actually. So give me a sec. Ignore him. You don't know who I'm talking about. The video I'm just now streaming also seems to be talking out loud to me, so not crazy about that. W2Stream VODs, an extended 800. Don't ask why it says 800, because I'm pretty sure I screwed that up at some point. Go back here. And paste. So that is the link to my W2Stream VODs. You'll find plenty of other stuff there, including episodes of Donkey... Well, will you find that there? No, I think that's a different channel. But I will be posting other YouTube streams. I can't think right now. My point is that if you want more content, there is that. There is also W2P Extra. Type it exactly like that, and that's where you're gonna find some... I thought I was playing something weird for a second. That's where you're gonna find more Donkey Kong Bonanza content. And now we have One Thrust Man. Terrific name, terrific. Hello! I am about to end the stream, unfortunately, but before I go, can you tell me your thoughts on the Nintendo Direct? What you liked or what you disliked? Right now you are seeing a Shiny Tepig head that took me way too long to make, and it still doesn't look all that great, but I'm going to continue playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oops. Pressing every wrong button right now. On the link that I provided in the chat room. And it will be the DLC. I've played a lot of Bonanza. I've done what I think is the majority of the post-game. So if you haven't seen that, that could be a spoiler. But I'm just letting you guys warn... What? I am trying to warn you guys that if you watch this, there could be potential spoilers if you haven't watched the other games, or let's just say you haven't watched all my videos, which all my videos on Donkey Kong Bonanza have not uploaded yet. I think I'm going to be nice and I'm going to upload the next episode, the episode that comes out after the one that quote-unquote I had to edit a certain day and I posted early. So there'll be 2 episodes of Donkey Kong Bonanza coming out tomorrow. One you probably have already seen, and the second you definitely haven't, unless you've gone to W2P Extra. It's complicated. It's nice and complicated, just the way we like it, but... That was the wrong button again. Get me out. Let me out. I don't want any more bananas. It's fine. Alright, we're done. We're done. I don't know if I got everything off my chest. I don't know if I actually said everything I wanted to. But thank you for watching. I'm glad I actually went through with this. Quick little thing, just very quickly. I was thinking about doing this DKRs thing after the series concluded. But now that Donkey Kong Bonanza has DLC, I wanted to make sure that I played this first before I download the DLC. Anyways, we're done? We're done. So, thank you one more time for watching. And until my next content, this has been We2Play, and I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I'll catch you later.